Hello juniors, this is Miss Murphy talking you through your Class of 2021 College and Career Guidebook. You should all be looking at your guidebook as we talk through this, and you would have picked one up after you completed your practice SAT. Congratulations on making it through the practice this morning. Great job. I hope you're feeling more confident and prepared as you get closer to April and to the real SAT date. Coming back to the guidebook, you'll see three major questions. Who am I? What do I want to become? And how do I become that? This guidebook has answers to help you answer those questions, and it is recommended that you keep track of this guide so that you're able to reference it through the rest of junior year, summer, and even senior year. There'll be questions you have at different times that are addressed in this guide, some of which we'll cover today. So what are you looking at? When you open your book, you'll see, hopefully you put your transcript inside, the orange transcript that illustrates the grades you've earned in your 5 semesters of high school, along with your 5th semester grade point average. Number of credits earned, which is at the bottom of your junior year info box there. And if you qualify for a fee waiver for testing fees, application fees when it's time to apply to college, and even some other fees that may come up, you have a white sticker on your transcript indicating that those costs should not be a burden to you and that the school has resources to help cover those costs. So please keep track of that information. That will be a great help to you as you move through the process. You'll also see on the right side, the introduction page of your guidebook, 3 contact names. So you see Erin Murphy, that's me, your college counselor, my email and my phone number, Miss Antrim, your amazing school counselor, and her email and phone number, and then one of our most valuable staff members, Mindy Clark, our registrar. She handles all transcript requests, and every one of you will be in touch with her at least once through senior year to have your information sent to a college, a recruiter, an employer, even to yourself for reference or for a scholarship application. So keeping these 3 contacts somewhere that you can reach them, that you're able to email easily, all of those things I promise will be helpful to you. So this book is full of information, and it contains information for parents, for support, adult supports in your life, for family members, for the counselors in your life. But I'm going to focus today a bit on the role of the student. What should you be doing now, and what should you do next? So if you would flip to page 7, pages 7 through 10, highlight the important tasks and jobs and the role ultimately of the student, of you. So even things as simple or seemingly simple as communicating regularly with your counselor and myself, asking all of your questions, using Naviance to help guide you through some decisions, understanding your ACT and or SAT scores, knowing what is my goal score, have I reached it, do I need to test more, do I have questions around testing? Those are absolutely great questions to ask and discuss with Miss Antrim and myself. Making sure that you even know how to access your scores through College Board or ACT Student. Other duties that you need to understand is that most of the application processes as we approach the fall will be done online, so creating a list of schools or opportunities that you want to pursue and having an idea of what those action steps will be as school starts in the fall. Also understanding that it is your responsibility to have your transcript and test scores sent to any institutions or organizations that you're applying to. And we will get into some more detail related to test scores, but that will be specific responsibility that you all are responsible for getting to our registrar to have attached to your transcript. So if everyone in this room scores their goal score on the April school date, SAT, on April 14th, part of your job will be to communicate to Ms. Clark that you want your transcript and April SAT score sent to school X, military recruiter X, etc., etc. So paying attention to when you test, what scores you want sent, those will be themes that you hear more and more. So paying attention to those things. I'm talking about paying attention to details, and that's also absolutely a task for you to pay attention to. Completing things on time, paying attention to deadlines, and in the middle of all of these activities and tasks and to-dos, staying on top of information through checking your email, replying to emails, following through on tasks. So the importance of checking email, paying attention to messages coming your way cannot be overstated. When we talk about options, you hear the word college a lot. Our school does have a college-going culture where 90% or more of our graduates do report moving on to a 2 or 4 year college, but there are lots of options out there, and Miss Antrim and I support all and any. So if you'll pay attention, pages 15 through 19, feel free to flip ahead. Do talk about the 4-year options, 2-year options. There are very specific bits of information related to military options, including contacts for all branches and trades. So you can also reach out to specific trades, look at how much of an income you can expect to make as a first-year apprentice. Other resources are available related. And then there's also info related to taking a gap year and joining the workforce directly from high school. So again, every option is hopefully a productive option for you and feels right to you. And every option is supported by your counselor and myself, and we're eager to assist you as you move towards those goals. A big concern, a big question for students every year is, how do you afford college? So several pages of the guidebook, pages 19 through 24, attend to affordability and financial aid. And, while it may look very formulaic on paper as far as following the timeline of when to do what, and this information will be in front of you more and often as senior year approaches, these pages can be extremely helpful to planning for how to have paperwork together, what our fall checklist of tasks looks like, and things like that. Some of the points I want to make that may not stand out as much as specific timelines and things is the idea that I hope you all keep your options open. I hope that sticker price of specific colleges doesn't keep you necessarily from applying. The fall semester is really all about trying to create options for yourself, and then from the time that you've applied and are waiting on an admissions decision, you're also then waiting on a financial aid package. So applying, completing the FAFSA, those are fall tasks, and then winter, spring, you're comparing financial aid packages and what that true cost looks like for you and your family. So communicating about what is affordable to you, to your family, what support is in place for you, if any, and being real about what kind of price am I possibly looking at by using tools like net price calculators and college scorecard. So those pieces are all in the book and ready to help, as well as some of the linked online resources that you'll see here. So it sounds easy, but how are you supposed to decide? There are so many pages in here related to narrowing your list, thinking through what you are looking for, what's a meaningful fit for me, including questions like, how far from home do I want to be? What kind of activities do I want my college campus to have? What kind of income do I want to be making based on the choices I make for after high school? So big tips on this piece are: use all of your time. Remember, you do not have to make your decision of where you're planning to attend until ultimately May of senior year. So you have a lot of time to visit campuses. You have a lot of time to weigh your options. And ultimately, you are the consumer. You're the decider in this process. So asking all your questions, really thinking about what your instinct and what your brain is telling you is the best fit, reflecting on what you want to get out of your next steps. Those are critical pieces related to making the most informed decision for your future. I'm coming back to, is email really important? Email is so important. You will be emailing so much through senior year, and so many of you already show great skills and great ability, but I can't impress upon you how important it is to stay on top of the emails that'll be going back and forth between Miss Antrim, myself, your potential employers and college admissions offices. All the options in front of you will entail some kind of email communication. So please pay attention. Please use manners. Please use detail. And please check in and utilize email at least once a week. Page 57 is the screenshot on the board that you're looking at. And it's super specific related to how we expect you and are asking you to send those transcript requests over the coming year. So get familiar with page 57 and understanding how those transcript requests can be emailed, as well as those test scores that you want sent with the transcript. Email matters. So I'm trying to wrap up without wearing you completely out today, but is this your only resource? No way. This is not your only resource. But it is a one-stop shop that will help you over and over again. So again, please keep track of it. But as far as resources, please connect with Miss Antrim and myself as needed. That can be in person, it can be through email, it can be stopping us in the hall, it can be seeing us at our lunch tables when we're out in the halls, things like that. Please read our emails and our newsletters. The things that we send you are carefully curated and put together, and there's real intention behind the messaging that we're trying to get across to you and help you. Please take advantage of every meeting with us. So in April, juniors have an opportunity to just work on personal evaluation and personal exploration pieces in my office. So try to make your meeting. Miss Antrim is meeting with you all day in, day out. And, ask all of your questions. That's just so vital to the process. Every one of your questions is a good one. You've never done this, you've never been through it, and we want to help you every step of the way. So we care about all of you and want those decisions of where am I going after high school to feel like confident, secure, and happy decisions for all of you.